on the left. And we'll just put the indication of some highlights that are showing through on these trees. Now sometimes this gets feeling good and you cover up all the dark. We don't want to do that. If we lose all that nice dark, then our tree becomes flat. It's that darkness that's deep in that tree that creates the illusion of shadows and makes depth in the tree. Otherwise, it'll be a very flat little tree. We don't want that. We don't want them flat trees. We want trees that, son of a guns, have personalities. They're like people. Each one's different. Some are tall, some are short, some are heavy, some are thin. They're like people. And this painting can really and truly become a world on its own. You can find anything that you want in here. You can find peace, you can find calm times, anything. It's right here. Shoot, let me get off my soapbox here and find the brush and let's get crazy. Let's make a big evergreen right there. And for that, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna pick up the old oval brush here. We'll go right into that same tree color. Now this is the oval brush. The end of it, let me hold it up here so you can see. The end of it's sort of round. And it's easy to distinguish because it has a black handle. And the rest of them have white handles. Easy to tell the difference. Okay, pull it like that till it comes to a nice sharp edge. Let's go up here. Make a decision. Maybe our big tree, we're going to have one that's going to live right there. And we start out by just making a little line. That sort of gives you a guide. Take just the end of the brush. Now this is going to be one of the big evergreen trees that sort of saggy. The limbs hang over. I like this brush for making these kind of trees. See how the limbs hang though? I like that. But you can do this with a 1-inch brush and have straight limbs. You can do it with a fan brush. I use a fan brush very often. Or you can do it with a 2-inch brush. It all works very well. But if you want these hangy down looking limbs like this, I find it much better to use this oval brush. There. Now then, all we're doing here is just placing in some very basic little shapes. Just think about the arms on this tree that live out here. Where you want them. And this old tree lives, I don't know, somewhere down in here. We don't care. That's great. I like making trees with that oval brush. Tell you what, let's make another one. Let's make another one. Maybe our other tree, maybe we'll have one right there. Maybe we start out the same way. Just make a little line. And back and forth. Just sort of let that rascal come right out of that brush. It lives in there. He lives in there. Tree. Now sometimes they'll hide in there. You have to sort of force them out. But isn't that a fantastic way of making some very beautiful evergreens? Now, shoot, you know me. I think everybody needs a friend. So we're going to give him one right here. Right there. There, see? There he comes. And we're not concerned in this area. That's all so dark. We'll separate all that with highlights. All that with highlights. Let's take a little bit of that color we had for our trunk. And we'll just touch with a knife. And just, once again, we're not going to see much of it. All we want to do here is just show a little. Just here and there. Just wherever you think it should show. Like that. Let me wash the old oval brush out here. Let's have some fun with some highlight colors. Okay, now then, for highlights, I'm going to take a little of that tree color and mix it with the cad yellow and the yellow ochre and a little Indian yellow. But mix all these colors on the brush so you have a multitude of things happening on the brush. You don't end up with one dead old color. All right, now then, think about your lights coming from the right. Now we can go up in here and just begin putting in the indication of some beautiful highlights that live right here on this tree. See them? Yeah. There. Just put some in. But This is where you make all those little hanging down limbs. And we're going straight in with a brush. Straight in. Just touching. Just touching. Letting those top part of the bristles, just the top part of the bristles touch. There, see there? Now then, let's go over on the other side here and do the same thing for him. If we left him out, shoot, he'd probably be angry. And he'd be angry. We don't want that. We want happy trees in our painting. I get some letters sometimes. People say everything in your world is happy. And that's true. We try to keep everything happy in here. We're doing bad stuff watching news. In this world, we only have pleasant things. There. Now then, sometimes it's fun. I'll just dip this into a little bit of the liquid clear. And I want a real thin color, much lighter, but I use the clear to thin it. And then it's very thin paint now. You can go back up here and pick out where you think light would really zing through here. And just put on a few sparklers. Don't overdo this. Don't overdo, because it gets good. Just here and there. But that clear thins the paint. If you've painted with me before, you know our golden rule here is a thin paint will stick to a thick paint. We use very firm paint until we get to the highlights. Maybe just a few over here. I don't want too many on this tree. Just a few. There. All right there. Let's have some fun. Now we have a transparent color here. This was sap green and a little bit of Van Dyke brown just to dot it. I'm going to take pure white. Just titanium white on the 2-inch brush. You have to make a big decision. Where's your water? I want some water in here. Touch this and pull it straight down. It's important that it comes straight down. And that sap green and Van Dyke brown down there. Beautiful, beautiful colors. And it's fun to prepare this canvas when nobody's looking. And when you do this, especially if you're painting for someone, they're thinking it's magic. Now we go straight across, and that'll create the illusion of water. That easy. I'm going to take a 1-inch brush, put a little liquid white on it, and go right through some of that color. Just a nice green color. And let's back in here. Put an indication of just a happy little bush or two that lives right here, right on the edge of the water.
Honk of the Beagle, indeed.
Little Van Dyke brown, little dark sienna mixed together, and we can put the indication of some brown.
Honk of the Beagle.
Back in there. That is a little bit of brown on it, put a little highlight on it. Shoot, even goodness, a little more of that color. Maybe there's a
I missed it.
little bank lives on.
What am I doing?
Barely touching them. Then the other side. See, we can put another bank over here.
What's that one?
You make these decisions, decide where all these little things live. Take a little touch of the liquid on it, on the knife, and we'll just put in a little water line. And this separates, just separates. It's just straight liquid white. A few ripples here and there. We got a finished painting. I think we'll call that one done. But this is a good example of how easy this technique is, so I look forward to seeing you in the next show. And until then, happy painting.
Oh.
God bless, my friend.
I'm being cooked up.
Hi, welcome back. Certainly glad you could join me today.
Anyway.
Tell you what, today let's do a little scene that maybe is at nighttime in winter. That'd be something a little different. And we get a lot of letters, people asking, how do you do a nighttime winter type scene? So I'll show you how easy that is to do. Let's start out and bring all the colors across the screen that you need to paint this little picture at home. While they're doing that, let me show you what I've done up here. As you can see, I have black canvas today, and we make it black by painting it with black gesso. And that's an acrylic paint. All you do is put it all the way over it, let it dry completely. Then I've taken and covered it with a thin, let me repeat that word, thin coat of liquid clear. And on top of that, I've covered the entire canvas with a mixture of phthalo blue and midnight black. More black than blue. I just want a sort of a blue-gray color. Okay? That's all there is to it. We put the clear on there only to make it easy to apply this firm, dry color over the top of it. And that way we also don't have to put as much paint as you normally would in
When
there.
you find
Okay, let's start
Oh,
out
man.
with your little 2-inch brush. What the heck? Be brave. We'll go right into a little titanium white. We don't need a lot of color, just a little titanium color. Let's go right up here. You have to make a decision right off. It's going to be a night scene. Then we're going to have a little moon up here. So you have to decide where that's going to be, because that's going to be the lightest spot in your sky. And we'll just start making little crisscross strokes, like so. Start in that light area. And blend
how are you
outward.
not dead? Yeah.
Always blending outward, outward, outward. There. Now I want it to get darker and darker and darker as we move away from that light area. There. See how it's picking up that color underneath, though, and all these beautiful things happen. As I've mentioned in several other series before, if you're painting for family or friends and you're going to do one of these black canvases with a black gesso on it, put the color on before you start doing your demonstration for your family or your friends. And when you touch it with white, all these colors will appear. My gosh, people think it's magic. We do that a lot of times when we're doing demonstrations in public. People are so excited when they see this happen. So spectacular. There. Something about like so. Okay, let me wash the old brush off. And as you know, we who wash our brushes with odorless thinner. Odorless thinner. I really, really recommend you use odorless. There, shake it off. There we are. I get letters all the time from people and they say, I went to the hardware store and I bought some odorless thinner at the art store. And I got home, opened it, and it stunk bad. Even if it says odorless, I would suggest you take the lid off when you purchase it and give it a good sniff and see. Now we can go back and make this as light as we want. You can go back in here several times if you wanted to and make this as light as you want, or you can leave it as dark as you want, depending on what your mood is or what you think it ought to look like. There. But always start with a clean brush in the light area and work outward. There we go. Now we don't want it much brighter. If it gets much brighter than that, it's going to look like it's high noon. Okay. I'm going to wash the brush one more time. One more time. I just like to wash this brush. There. Be sure it's as dry as possible. Now then, I just want to blend all this together. Just blend it. There. So it's quite dark around the edges here. Okay. Be sure your brush is dry. If it's not, if you hit this with a wet brush, it's going to cut right through your paint and expose all the black that's underneath. All right, we'll just take the brush strokes out like that. Now right here in this light area, let's just take our finger and we'll just finger paint a little bit. We'll come right up here and just make a little circle, like so. There we are. That's all you have to do. Then with a clean, dry brush, very gently, just go over that, and you can blend it, once again, to any degree of lightness or darkness that you want. And that's good enough for today. Now then, let's take our use pan brush. Let's go right to that same color we put on the canvas. That's just a mixture of phthalo blue and midnight black.
Oh, that was loud.
Maybe we have some little clouds floating right here. There he is, look, right about there. And all we're doing is using the corner of the brush to make tiny little circles. Tiny little circles. Or you can just do it like this. Just make little rocking strokes, little strokes. There. Maybe the clouds simply go all the way up into this. We don't know. There we go. Maybe even clouds. This is just fun painting. So let it be fun. Enjoy. Painting should make you happy.
I'm kidding.
Should make you happy.
I
The
missed
other thing that's so fantastic about painting Because it teaches you to see. It teaches you to notice nature and to see things that I've had people write over and over again. They say, Bob, there's been a tree living out here in my front yard for 25 years, and I've never paid any attention to it. I started painting a little bit, and son of a gun, now I notice that tree, the shape, the form, it's a whole new world that's opened up just because I started painting. It teaches you to really see things. We'll just take a clean, dry brush and sort of blend that a little. Basically, all we're doing here is taking off loose color and blending it together. Right. And you can pull and move that paint because it's wet. It has the clear underneath and the wet paint underneath, and you can move it. Now, I have several old fan brushes going, so we'll take another one here. Take a little white, put a little that blue and black on it.
When you found me.
Ooh, something like so. Nice. Let's go right up here. Maybe we'll put a little highlight on some of these. Now remember, on these black canvases, color shows up much, much stronger than it does on a white canvas, so don't overdo. Be careful. Be careful. It'll just jump
Smooth
right up and eat up the whole
operator.
world. There we are. A little bit right in here. Decide what you
Yeah.
think the
You
light would
know
strike
you're
on
a
these
smooth
clouds. Drop it in.
operator.
Little streaks here and there. All kinds of little beautiful things happening. Just follow your imagination. There. Maybe right under here. Little lights under here. Little highlights. Okay, shoot, maybe there's even a big old
When
fluffer that lives up in here.
found me.
But just by making these tiny little circles, you can create all that. That easy. That easy. This one here wants a little highlight on it. Needs to be a little brighter. There it shows. Just enough to get it to show. That's all we're looking for. Okay. Good clean dry brush, and we can go back and we can stir this up a little bit. Just stir it up. Okay, and then we'll blend it. Blend it, blend it, blend it to any degree of darkness that you want. Because the more you blend this, the darker it's going to get. You can continue to blend it till it goes away, just leaves you. There. All right. There we go. Okay.
Please, guys, I
I
need
give
this.
us just a pretty nice little evening sky. And that's one of the easiest ways that I know to make a nighttime sky that's very effective using
I
these black
can see the
canvases.
light.
Now then, maybe back here, let me find, we'll use the old round brush there, what the heck. I'll go right into that dark color. Maybe there's some little bushes and stuff that live right back here. Just gonna tap right into the paint. See, tap firmly. Tap firmly. This is my new gold brushes. See, nice gold hair on them, beautiful. Beautiful little devils. Now then, let's just go right in here and let's just put in some very basic little bush shapes. The dark color will stand right out against that. Maybe there's a little bush that lives, a little tree. He lives right here. There we go. That easy. That easy. Hope
I
you got
swear,
to see all the
I was getting the
in the earlier show of this series that people have sent in. I'm always tickled to death to see what people are doing.
no.
They send us some of the most fantastic photographs. So if you're painting, if you have time, drop us a line. Shoot, I'd love to hear from you anyway, but send some photographs in of what you're doing. I read every letter that comes in, and we answer every letter that requires an answer. So if you have time, drop us a line. It's nice to hear from people who are watching and who are enjoying some success with this. We'll take a little bit of same black, blue, a little white. Got another brush going here. Have several of these, see? I'm just going to tap. firm taps in that color right into the bristles. Alright, just reach over here and get a little more. Alright, just tap it. That's all there is to it. Now then, up in here, here's our light source. Very gently, go right above that dark, and begin laying in just some little highlights. Look at that sonic gun sparkle. That easy, you could make a beautiful little tree. Now I'm painting it a little bit brighter than I normally would so it shows up better. So at home, when you're doing this, you paint it any degree of lightness or darkness that you want.
Alright.
So I say, I want it to show up on the set, so I'm painting a little brighter than I normally would. As we work away from the light area, you have to start adding more dark again, so you get darker and darker. Little individuals back
I'm gonna share practice.
There we go. This round brush is fantastic though for making these type of trees, little distant things. Alright. And you can create the illusion of layer. Just go on the other side for a minute. Right over here.
I have
There we go. We
a
don't
bit
want
of
this little tree left out.
history
You
with
get
this
angry with
level.
us. Nothing worse than an angry tree. Tree chased all over.
1,207 attempts.
See there? Create layers. See that tree is definitely in front of that one. You do that just by leaving little dark areas in between. Maybe there's another
Show.
tree right there. Looks like thousands of little snow-covered leaves or ice fog if you're from Alaska. That's a beautiful country. Try to go back and see all my friends there pretty soon.
I get this. This will be a new best run.
But just layer after layer after layer. Look at the depth that's already in it just from doing that. You just take a knife and scrape through, let a little black show through. You want to make the indication of a few little trunks here and there. Just like so. Wherever you want them. Maybe we find a, we use a 2-inch brush, what the heck. Take a little titanium white. Just pull the brush right through there, get a little white on it. Doesn't matter if it even has a little
That's the new best one. That's the new best one. That's the new best one. Let's go.
Just like so. Okay, let's go up here. Got to make a big decision here. Where
Alright,
does
let's go. New best
snow
one.
live? Let's just come right in here. Put a little snow.
If you go from the beginning of these,
All those fantastic colors that are on the canvas. Beautiful things that happen automatically. Look at that.
how do you
Started
dial
out
it?
small
What?
and letting it disappear up in here. Already it gives the impression of depth and distance in the painting.
How?
Sneaky, huh?
I didn't even know that it was possible to die like that, gang.
The more you work this, the darker it's going to become, of course. Okay. Now then, maybe there's a big tree in our world. Find a round brush here. Go right back into that dark color. Right here. Just come right here.
What with the
Right
lag?
up into the sky. There it lives. In our world, great big old tree.
What?
Shoot. Just drop it in wherever you think this should live.
Let me name these.
There it is. Now then. Let's go on the other side. Maybe there's a bigger one over here too. This sort of bring everything in. Maybe there's a nice one that goes right here. Maybe he's not quite as big, but substantially bigger than the rest of them. You know what we're going to do? Maybe take that. You're going to make it. Maybe back here. Let's just do this. Maybe there's a little cabin there.
I'm happy either way, because I just got past pizza.
Maybe you can do this on these canvases.
Why did I not
Just
click?
make that a basic shape. And it removes
My
the
high.
excess paint. Okay. Now take a little brown. Make the back edge. Zoop, zoop. Like so.
That is so fun, bro.
Straight down. Give this a front.
Hey, there's another person. Hello, hello,
Let's use that
hi.
same
This is
thing.
running game.
White color. Put a little highlight in there.
Practicing a level I've been playing for a while. It's not even that hard of a level.
I have a place to do it.
It's a nerf version.
Super simple little pattern. Maybe there's a light over there. Yellow. Red yellow. Put a little window in there.
I Okay, that's great. What?
Now there's somebody at home.
That's pretty exciting to say that's FIFA twice in a row. I mean, it is, but technically,
A bit of titanium white. Put a little snow on the roof.
it's beginning.
A little bit on the other side. And that just gives us a very simple little cabin we need back here. Put a few little bushes right around the bottom there. Put a highlight on these bushes and push that cabin right back into the woods. White, grab it, pull. Bring a little snow right up to the cabin. Look at that. See how easy you can just put your little house in there? Wherever you want. There we go. Now maybe, tell you what, let's have some fun. I'm going to take a little touch of the alizarin crimson, mix it with a little touch of the blue, a little bit of blue. We just mix them on the brush, a little white, crimson, white, blue. I want to make a very dark lavender color. A little bit of the crimson, okay, just to change the flavor a little. There, let's go right up here. We'll put some highlights on this tree. I want it to stay a little darker though, because it's farther away from the light source. I want it to be darker. There he is. Big old tree. He just hides back here and watches everything that's going on. All right. And we can put maybe there's a little snow behind back here, but it's going to be much darker. Don't want it to get too bright on you. Set that tree right down in the snow. Okay, maybe over here on this one on the other side. Maybe that's, oh yeah. Good. Good. See there? The little rascals just live right there in that brush. All you gotta do is just sort of tap them out. Sometimes it's nice to take some of that dark color, just some black. Let's put a little Prussian blue in there. That'll really darken it up. Maybe in our world, let's go right here. Maybe in our world it is a little evergreen. There it goes. We're just pushing upward to the corner of the pen.
I am so lonely. Nobody wants to be friends. All the other folks might. They think I am unstable. I'm just. I don't even get a real name.
Let's see, take another fan brush, take a little fire.
Victim of my own success.
Go back in here, put in just an indication here. Few little highlights in there. Not a whole bunch. Too dark. Something like so. And you can put as many or as few trees in there as you want. And begin creating the lay of the land here. There. As I say, as I mentioned earlier, I hope you got a chance to see all those pictures of the paintings that people had sent in that they've done at home just from watching the show. Every once in a while, we pick out a few of these and show them on our newsletter. It's another way that you'll get an opportunity to see what other people are painting. Super job that a lot of people are doing. There. Now, if you want to ever change the lay of the land when you're painting snow like this, all you got to do is take a little bit of color. It's a little bit lighter. Maybe you want a little hill right here. Just go, Got to make the noise though. You put a little hill. Let it flow right off over there. There. See? And that's all there is to it. It creates another plane in your painting. And it's that simple. You want to get crazy? Tell you what. Maybe this is a little old farm, something that's setting out here. And maybe back in here, the old farmer has his barn. Once again, I think I'll just scrape out a basic shape. Like so. Very, very basic. Now this is much closer to it, so perspective-wise, it's going to look much bigger. Much bigger. You know, put in
That is the second time I've died there.
Van Dyke Brown first of all. And we can begin just putting in front of this barn. Maybe this is old farmer's library. He's not too good at keeping things up. Not real keen on that maintenance stuff. I let mine sort of get behind. I don't have a barn, but I let my maintenance get behind. And then we take a little bit of dark sienna, titanium white, mix it together, and leave it marble. Cut off our little roll of paint. And we can go right up here. No pressure. Just allow that to just sort of graze it.
I see people. Yay! Yippee! Woohoo!
Just like that. Now, I'm going to use some white with some of the blue and black. Very good.
There's 2 views. Yay!
Just begin putting in the basic shape of the roof.
Come on, new best one.
On this side.
Speak it into existence, game.
Just like so, maybe.
Alright, we'll just
maybe
goof
while-
it.
shoot, while we got that going, let's get crazy. Maybe there's a little shed out here.
Like 71 on the scale.
All you have to do is just come right in there.
No! I exited out.
Go back.
I exited out.
Come underneath.
You kidding me?
See how you can add on to buildings? Easy.
That would have been a new best run. If I didn't exit out.
Highlight color. And if you wanted to show a little indication over here, it'd be very little. It'd be too dark to show much of anything. Very, very dark. Very dark. Okay. Look at that like old boards. A little dark sienna. Like so. Gives the illusion of boards. A little bit over here. And we need a door. We gotta have a place for the old sky here. Maybe the door is right there. Like so. Just make a little bit of the left. This shows up. This is now we can come right on here. Do a baronectomy. Cut it off wherever we want it. Just wherever we want it. Go back to our titanium white. Go right up to the bottom and pull. And then you just blend it. Just blend it out. There. A little bit right down here. Now, once again, the more you blend this, and pull, the darker it'll become because it picks up the color that's underneath. Just blend it out. There we go. Just take a clean, dry brush and just blend that there. It's a rough looking old barn. They've had a bad winter here, I can tell. Bad winter. Now then, maybe, we get a little liquid white. Back here, I'm gonna take some of that dark sienna. Maybe a little touch of the crimson in there. Ooh, too much crimson. Let me start over. Little liquid white. Little dark sienna. That's better. Just wanted a touch of that crimson. As I've mentioned before, sometimes that crimson or red will just eat up your whole world in just a heartbeat. Okay, we'll take our liner brush. Go right into here. You can get a lot of the Van Dyke Brown on the liner brush, so it's very dark. Then we'll go one side right through that thin color we made. So we have dark on one side, light on the other. And maybe right up here, maybe there's an old fence, part of an old fence. So just touch and pull down. Here's another rail, another one. How many Want to go over the hill? You can do that. Just making them look like they're shorter. It'll go right over the hill. Put some old rails across there. Put a little more color on our brush. And there we go. See, just let them go. Goes right on over somewhere. We don't know where it goes. Maybe here's one that's broke. Who cares? Cal broke that one day when he was having a bad day. Little touch of liquid white. Put a little snow right up on top of these. There. Take a little dark sienna, a little white. Maybe there's a few little weeds that live right around the bottom here.
Oh my goodness.
Like so. Just here and there. Go around the old barn. Do about that. Like we'll sign that one. Call it done. Hope you've enjoyed this one. We'll show you how to use a bright canvas to create some very nice limited scenes. So try it if you like it. From all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting, and God bless, my friend.
Hi, I'm glad to see you again today. I thought today we'd do something a little bit different. I have my old canvas up here as usual, but I've covered it today with a thin, even coat of liquid clear. And let me say it again, thin coat. You need very, very little of this. And this is nice when you want to use colors that are, say, transparent and you want to get sort of a different effect. So I tell you what, let's have them run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint along with me. And while they're doing that, let's go on up here and get started. I'm going to start today with a small amount of Indian yellow. Just the least little amount on the 2-inch brush. Just tap a little color in there. Let's make a nice little, like a little sunset back here. Like so. And we'll just start and just drag a little color across like that. Like that. You know, since we introduced the clear, several series back, we've got so many letters, people are doing such fantastic paintings with it. And I've used it mainly for seascapes. And the letters are asking, can we do landscapes and stuff with it? Absolutely, absolutely. So today, I want to show you how you can do a fantastic little landscape using the clear. Right into crimson, alizarin crimson. Still using the same brush, have not washed it. Okay, we'll go right up above the yellow and just begin laying that in. Because there was still yellow on the brush, you're going to get a nice orangey color, beautiful little color. And then we're going to blend it down into the yellow. So these colors are very transparent, so you get some beautiful effects. Let me get just a touch more
why don't I wave like that?
crimson on the brush here. Just blend it right on down, like so. But you need very, very, very small amount of this liquid clear. Can't say that enough times. That's probably the biggest single mistake made, is putting too much of it on the canvas. One jar, oh my gosh, it'll last you for years. Okay. I'm just going to add a little bit of that same color down here into the water, like that. Whatever we put in the sky, we'll add a little into the water too. Okay. Just let it blend that together.
Alright, are we getting the run?
Crimson, because now
Please
we've
tell me.
most of the yellow out of the brush, so it'll look a little more into the reddish hue. I want it to be a little brighter right above that. So we have just layers of different colors. Very pleasing, nice little colors. See there? Now then. Maybe right there, just a little touch more. And we just let it wander on up.
How am I dying here?
Wherever you want it. Now it takes very, very little color when you're using transparent colors on top of the clear. Very little color on your brush. Now then, add a little bit more down here too. It's a little brighter in the sky. Should be a little
Shut
brighter
up,
in the
Dan.
water. Now then, we'll go into phthalo blue. I have not washed the brush yet. Phthalo blue. Reach up here and grab a little of the crimson. Very little crimson, just enough to give it a slight lavender hue, but very blue yet, very blue. Let me just drop a little bit of that on. This phthalo blue is very transparent. There. Okay, we'll just bring it down to about like that. And let it stop. Same thing. Put some into the water.
I don't know what it's called.
Got to have some in the water. And I'm not sure whether we're going to have land down here yet, but it doesn't matter, because you can put the land right over this color. And wherever you want it, that's where it'll be.
Oh, this is Spoopy Grief easy.
Okay.
Alright.
There. I'm going to get another brush. I have several of each brush. Now then, with a good dry brush, I'm going to blend this together.
Yeah, I'm
This
gonna do
is
that.
very dry. Sure, it's good and dry because the clear and paint thinner will react quite violently. So be sure your brush is dry as you can get it. Might even wipe it across a paper towel before you do this.
Jarvis,
There we go.
give me a random level.
Okay. Now then, what's really neat after you have all these transparent colors on top of the clear is to begin adding little layers of opaque color. And titanium
Object.
white, for example, is very
Apparently.
opaque. So let me show you here. We'll take that.
That's the random one it landed on.
Pull the paint out very flat.
And it is
Just cut
literally a
across
cool demon.
Just a little roll of paint. And let's put some little
Fine.
streaky clouds back here. All you have to do is just rub it across the canvas. Just rub. That's all there is to it. Wherever you want them. See there?
This level is so weird.
That's all you need. Ooh, we got us some happy
Oh.
clouds. Like it. Blend those.
No.
See how that opaque color though stands out against
No, thank you.
all the transparent colors, and you can take the large brush and maybe in here you want to put the indication of
That's
a little cloud that's just sort of
grams.
floating around. Just
Wait, where's
take the brush and very quickly.
Dear Adonis? I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be
It's unreal
honest.
what you can do with
It
this.
takes a man to be a man.
Make
His
some
dad
of
is not
those
responsible.
beautiful and striking effects. Okay. Now then, today let's build us a mountain. I'm going to start with black,
You the hit make a song, right?
Van Dyke brown, and a
And
little
a
bit of
fucking
Prussian
dead
blue in it.
beat that you never say more
Black,
like
Prussian
me.
blue, and Van Dyke brown should be very dark, mostly black. Okay, once again, we cut off that little roll of paint. Let's go right up here. Now then, let's have a big mountain that lives.
He's a dead beat superstar, right? But a fucking dead beat that you never say more like grams.
Very dark, though.
I'm gonna go to my playlist. I'm gonna choose a random song, and I'm going to see if there's a level with that song name that's rated
You can
a
kill less
demon.
what's happening inside here. And we just let him flow right on off here.
Let's head to this.
Big son of a gun.
I mean, it's not rated, but
Right into the fabric. Right into the fabric. There. Scrape off all the excess paint.
Alright, let's go to the next one. The world was wide enough.
Scrape it.
Nope.
Now then, take a
See
large
you again.
brush
I'm pretty sure it's level. I'll see you again next rating.
and pull it. Because it's wet, because the clear is on here. It'll move.
No. Next. Nope.
Just let it blend down. This removes excess paint.
There's definitely gonna be one
Also
called
gives
Invisible.
illusion. There's mist at the base of this mountain.
Yep. But wait, is there one that's just called
I don't know
Invisible?
where it is. Don't really care.
Yeah.
Wherever you want it to go.
Alright, well, that's the last page is called Invisible. Alright, let's go. This should be easy enough.
Okay, now then, let's put some highlights on there. I'm going to take some dark sienna. Clean off a little spot here. We'll take dark sienna.
Okay, that's not like
red,
actually.
and I'll reach up here and get some white and pull it through.
Best of wives and
Yellow
best of
ochre.
women.
Just but add all these colors sort of in layers here. See,
Nope.
don't overmix it. Let all kind of things happen.
Slim pickings.
Okay? Now then, when you cut across there, all those different things, when
No.
you're right in that roll of paint, all these different colors,
Level of concern.
just cut straight across, they're still there. And you can come right up here,
Nope.
no pressure,
Kill Bill.
and just lay them all on here like that. All kinds of little different things.
There's not a very level called Kill Bill.
all
Oh.
kinds of beautiful,
Peekaboo.
beautiful colors.
It's gotta be one called Peekaboo, right?
That easy.
No! Peekaboom.
So up here in this
Wait
big
for it.
center area, let it come down
Nope.
wherever you want it.
I write things not try to be.
Just let all these things happen. People will think you work for months to get all these different colors. And it's all in the loading of the knife.
Butcher vanity.
It happens automatically. You don't even have to worry about it. You can get the small knife.
Nope, gang.
I'll go over the
Oh.
other side before I do too much here. We'll put in some shadows. I'll take some Prussian blue. A little touch of white into it. Let's go right up here. Got a little bit of dark sienna into it. And just pull it down. Prussian blue, dark sienna. And I'm not mixing these very much. I don't want them hardly mixed at all. Just pull down.
Discord.
We'll do it that way. Here.
Look at this. Look at this. Just. It's actually peak. That's genuinely peak.
All kinds of beautiful, beautiful stuff.
That is genuinely peak. Dang.
Here we'll have this one.
You took this
Yeah.
image right here
We'll have a little projection here. And we'll just sort of let it meet
and
right
made it
there.
into this.
Just wherever you want it. Just sort of work your colors back and forth. Let them come
Gotta
together.
get clapped, y'all.
Come together. Like so.
When is your time to be plot relevant? You will know.
But you can make some
When
little
we get paid a lot,
fantastic
we
little
get paid in plot
effects.
relevancy.
And they just sort of happen.
Sure,
Just
yeah.
sort of happen. Now then, bring this maybe right on around.
Anyways,
Just make up
overcompensate.
your mountain the way you want it.
Nope. All that just for nothing. Alexander Hamilton.
The lights are really zinging right through there. Plays all in it.
Animal I have become. Actually, what are the chances?
That's just, it's a super way to make some of the most beautiful little mountain lakes you've ever seen.
So many levels
Okay.
of checks.
That gives us a pretty nice little mountain.
Checked steam. Yeah, that should be a fun level to play.
Clean, dry, 2-inch brush. And I
This
just
is really
wanna
low,
tap the base of this one. I want to create the illusion of
This is
the
actually
mist
really
in
low.
here.
Made it fun.
So all you need to do
level.
is just tap it,
Yes.
tap it, following the angles, and then
Amount of
gently
funness on
lift
this
it upward.
level.
Gently, gently, gently.
Save with smart stop loss.
Always follow those angles, though. It's most important. See, and that'll create the illusion of
Yeah,
mist
no,
at the
this
base of
level
that
is
mountain.
stinky. Wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow.
Let's take. We use that same basic old mountain colors, black and blue, little brown in it. Very dark though. Should look black. Okay. Continue to pull it out flat. Get our little roll of paint right out on the edge, and maybe here. Let's do this. Let's get
Oh, this level
brave
is
today.
stinky.
Maybe this big sign just comes right on down.
Take me to the infamous
Little bump
spam
right
part.
there.
I want to see if I can do that. No,
Just sort of let it go.
not here.
Very dark. I
Whiz
want this
Kid
to-
coin.
to
Not
almost
activated.
be
How do I
black.
activate the Whiz Kid coin?
Very dark. And we'll play some games with contrast here. Now, if you had the liquid white on the canvas when you done this, it would dilute your color.
I don't think I'm doing that.
It would not be near as dark.
I cannot spam that
I want
good.
this to be very, very dark. It should look black. Okay. Now we'll grab that and just pull it. There we go.
Why am I getting such low FPS?
That is
This level
very
stinks
rich.
anyways.
Very dark.
Check.
There. I'm going to take Prussian blue and white, but mixed very, very dark. I want it very dark. Add a little black to that there. Very dark. Cut off a little bit of paint. And I just want to put the indication here, just here and there, that maybe a little light is striking this whole dark, dark mountain. But there's virtually nothing there. It is very dark. Just a little shadow here and there on it.